So what we're doing right now is getting our polyester plate ready for printing. What I'm doing today to the polyester plate is tracing an image on it with a China pencil. It is fairly easy to use. You just need to press harder in the darker spots and lighter in the lighter spots. It's fairly smooth on the polyester plate. I kind of realized a little bit too late that maybe you should be wearing gloves while tracing the image on your polyester plate, just because the prints, well, your fingerprints do come off on the polyester plate, and they show once you're about to print if you're not able to smudge them off. But yes, our image starts developing a little bit more as we go on tracing it. So now we are about to be done with tracing our image on the polyester plate. As you see, there is a good amount of dark tones, gray tones, and lighter tones, and you just have to press harder in the darker spots and press lighter in the lighter spots, and it's fairly easy to create a wide range of darks and grays. After you're done putting your image onto the polyester plate, you do have to apply heat to it for about a good 30 seconds. If you don't do it, if you do it for less, the image might not come out so well when you're ready to print. So it is good to go over the drawing for about 30 seconds or 40 seconds, a good amount of time so that you cover everything evenly. So once we are done applying heat, we're going to go ahead and transfer our drawing onto the bath tray of 1 cup water, 1 ounce of vinegar, and we're going to let it sit for about 3 minutes. And this is so that the ink does not transfer onto our white spots once we're ready to ink up our plate. And this is the ink. Sometimes a little is a lot, but I'm applying it gracefully, just so that when we're rolling it, I can cover a good amount of space. So with the paint, it's good to not have it too thick. So rolling it out and making it thinner is a good thing to do. You want to roll it out until it looks thin and it starts sounding a bit like bacon. So once we're done rolling our paint, we're gonna go ahead and dip our sponge into the bucket of 1 ounce of gum Arabic and 1/4 of water, so 4 cups. So we're gonna go ahead and swipe our plate 1 or 2 times after we add the ink onto it, and then roll the roller over the plate, and then repeat that process a couple of times, just so that the drawing, where we put the China marker, can absorb the paint good for once you're ready to print. So once we've done the process of swiping with the sponge and rolling with the ink, I do go ahead and pick it up. You should be wearing gloves during this process, but I was being extra careful. I do go ahead and pick it up because I'm ready to print. I do wet my paper before placing my polyester plate on it so that the ink transfers correctly. And it's just a little bit of misting, so that the ink that the paper can catch the ink. If it's too dry, it won't transfer on correctly. So some people usually place the plate first and then the paper on top, but this is just what I prefer. I'm going to cut the corners of the paper anyways. I do place the polyester plate on top of the watercolor paper, and then I do go ahead and put my rags over it so that when we're ready to press, it applies enough pressure onto the paper so that the image transfers correctly. And that is about it. After this, you do have your end result. Polyester plate printing is my favorite type of printing. I think it's fairly easy to do. It comes out great. This is just one form of doing it because it is drawing on the polyester plate your image, but you are able to just print an image onto the polyester plate and print fairly the same way with the same steps. But this, I just chose to draw on it. So this is our final print. I think that it came out great for our first try.